is the finished tiger. I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I kept going because a little girl from Peru gave me a little bit of an uplift, and I did finish it. I've never finished a picture in my life, and this one I'm just about finished. It's not actually finished, but it's very close. And I'm waiting for some charcoal white to get white brilliance. And when I get that, I'll put that on and then I'll finalise it. It's still not truly finished. There's more I can do, but yeah. Well, I nearly forgot. I did say to a girl from Brazil that I was going to do a burrowing owl, and I have started it. I forgot to just draw it and then start it, and then. But I've done the eyes in, and I've done a little bit on the beak, not much. But I'm going to do a bit of colouring, because this is really complicated. I don't know. I would. It's a long time since I did it in watercolours, painted in watercolours, so I'm not quite sure, and I certainly don't know what to do with pastels. I'll just follow me what I feel. And there I started a tiger, and I can't be bothered with it. I'll jack it, I think. I'm fed up with it. Anyway, this is what I was going to do, so I'm going to start with this. I might go on and finish that one. I don't know. I'm not sure. I keep saying tiger for jaguars and jaguars for tigers. But anyway, this is me. In some of the shots I've seen with the burrowing owl, I think it's from North and South America, that area, and on some of the shots it's got orange in its eyes, but this shot didn't have any orange. I'll show you a reference picture later on. But this is my start, and I'm using, the pencils I'm using are, that's a 2B, .5 2B, and this one is the Pentels, they're all Pentels. This is a .3, and they're only cheap things, they're just cheap. They're not expensive, and that's a .9. So I've got a .9, a .5 and a .3. And the .3 I use for very detailed work. That's .3 of a millimetre, and the one is .9 of a millimetre, and the other one is 0.5, half a millimetre. So that's what I've been using. And I have got some rubbing. Oh dear. Rubbing. I never use them. They're still in the. There they are. They're still in the pockets. You're supposed to use them, but I tend not to. I don't know why. But anyway, I shall stop there, and that's as far as I've got for the moment. I'm losing the light now anyway, so I'm going to pack it in. But them eyes certainly follow you. I'm being watched all the time. I'm doing things. I hope I make a good job of this, because I did promise one of the girls who's written to me that I would do it. and I'll try and do a good job. Well, this is the next part. I've drawn in the as much as I want to draw in. I tend to go for a lot of detail and then mess it all up and forget what I've been doing. But that's what I'm trying to achieve, and we'll see if I can achieve that. I've been a long time doing this actually. Well, it's been a couple of days since I last laid a finger on it. I don't know what's the matter with me. Yeah, anyway, I'll stop there, and that's the next little bit I've done, and we'll continue. Well, I think this is the third stage of my owl. I should have done a stage before this actually, but I forgot. But I'm only showing you the pictures of stills anyway, really. I'm not showing you any work or anything, and if I did I'd probably show it you longhand. I wouldn't do it in them quick deliveries, because I don't like them. I think they're a waste of bloody time. Nearly as bad as these. If you're going to learn anything, you've got to learn it slow. You can't learn it at super fast speed unless you're just looking, unless you're just watching, passing time of day. If you want to learn anything, you can't learn anything from that. Not really. And I had some difficulty with this, but now I'm getting into it now, because I like painting birds, and it's the same with every picture. It's a matter of doing a little bit at a time. You're thinking about the overall picture, and you can forget about it. You can't win if you do all of it at once. You've got to do one bit at a time, and work on that, and then go to the next bit and the next bit. So whether I'm winning on this, I'm not quite sure. But I feel all right. I mean, I don't feel uncomfortable. I can straighten things up and everything. Pastel's very very forgiving, and I've been using one of the Faber-Castell range pencils, which is the I think it's called the I think it's walnut, a 192, and getting the thing off this is mad. I've been scratching around on bits of paper and everything to make it work, and it just doesn't seem to want to come off. It's really difficult to get off once you work on the paper. It might be the paper, it might not be the pencil, but the pencil feels really hard. And I went through my box of tricks. I've got a large box and I'm using nearly all the pencils now. And I picked this one. It's the number 180, and it looked a bit light to me, but when you look at the other end, it's quite dark. And by God, it worked. And it's a happy mistake. So whether this one will go hard, but it feels a lot softer than that one. That number felt 192 felt very hard for some reason, scratchy and hard. So not all the Faber pencils are good. I do like a different thing, so I can go to another box to get a different colour or something, or the same. You need the same colour. I wanted brown. Anyway, I'm ticking away like a 7-day clock. Some of these are a bit hard. I'm sure they are. Maybe it's just me, or maybe I've reached the limit on the tooth on the paper. I'm not sure. But I'm using. What I find is if you use a bit of isopropyl, it brings the tooth back for you a little bit. And I am a little bit heavy, I will admit, so it might not be the cat pencil, it's probably me. But anyway, that's as far as I got on the pen, on the it's called the Burrowing owl. And I will finish this one because I promised a little girl in Brazil I would. I didn't promise in particular. I just said that I'd do a little. I'd finish the owl. so it's made me keep my word, and I'll yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of work on that one, but we shall see. I'm not getting everything I want, but some of the mistakes are happy mistakes, and so anyway, I'll stop there and we shall see what it's like in the next bit. The eyes are not as yellow as the one on the original. Should have made them yellower, but I'm a bit late now. Well, this is the next stage. I think the next video will finish this. These are my main pencils I've been using. Blue's a favourite one for me. Blue's a favourite one in any colour. .155, I use that a lot. And I'm using 103, 101. 103 is what I call the ivory, next door to white. A little bit of yellow, but not much. A few of the browns. An orangey colour or pinky colour. Not quite sure what this is. A fleshy colour as well. Although it looks very dark at this end. It's a lot darker than that. The colours don't correspond actually with the ends of the pencils, and I have great difficulty in finding a pencil any. They all look the same. If you look there, I mean, if you wanted the brown there, which colour is it? Which one is it? You know, Jesus. Anyway, yeah, the right hand one is under a bit of orange light. It looks a bit flashier than this one. I don't know if that would change that one if I could get it. I can't get the light under that. No, not quite sure. Anyway, I haven't got I need some good white lights. I've got a couple of white lights. LEDs are no good. They're the wrong colour. You need 6400 for light, for daylight, and you really do need daylight if you're gonna make the colours look the same. Although people keep saying you don't need to. I realise I've got a long way to go on this one, and some of the colours are not true to what they are on there, but it makes it look sharper for me, and that's what I'm interested in, things looking sharp. Long way to go, but I'm struggling getting these whites on the colours on the top of the other colours. It's a bit of a struggle for me. The whites are not white on the top of the other. And I bought some Liquitex. Oh, I'll just struggle over here and get it for you. It was quite expensive, but it's the clear one, the clear gesso, so you can put it over the paper you're using, and it gives it a little bit more tooth. And I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try it. And you can use it for, it's good for pastels. It gives a bit of extra tooth, and that's what I want to. Yeah, that's what I want to. It's made in France. This is 473 millilitres. It cost me about 8.5 notes. This, and the delivery was good. It came the next day. There was no problem with delivery. But I am going to try that for my next picture. And my next picture I'm going to do is I'm looking at eagles, so I'm looking at giraffes. I rather fancy a giraffe. Anyway, I'm still struggling a bit on that, but I'm enjoying this one. I'm not. It's not bothering me all that much. I'm getting some of the results I need. Not all of them. I'm not exactly good yet, but I'm just starting, just learning the techniques. And there's a lot of things I miss when I take it off the board and I say I've finished. I take the thing off the board and I look at it, and when I look back at the picture on the thingy when I do it, I can see where I've left bits off, glaring mistakes where I've left lumps off and things like this, but nobody's mentioned them yet, so it must just be me. Anyway, I'll stop there and I'll finish it on the next one, I suppose. I'll stop. Well, I think I've finished that. I don't know what else to do. It's not. I tend to fall a bit when I can't see anything definite to work on. I've got a long way to go with these pastels, but I'm not too disappointed with it. It's got some good bits and pieces. But I've used a bit of alcohol to mix the pastels, just straight alcohol, nothing else. And as I said before, I'm going to use that. I'm still not happy with getting the whites onto the board. I need more purchasing power for the crayons, the pastels. And yeah, I'm not as successful as I thought I was going to be. I definitely haven't got the colours right. If I've got too much of anything, I'm not all that successful, in fact. It looks like undergrowth, that. It looks like a very old owl. Jesus. But anyway, yeah, there's mind you, they do say don't be slabbish, and I certainly haven't been on this owl. I'll probably find glaring mistakes, but I've got to finish somewhere, and I think I'll call it a day on this. It's one of the first ones I've ever done, first bird I've done in pastels, Faber-Castell pastels, yeah. And it was a 60 box. I'd have probably been better off with a 36, and I wouldn't have had as much choice. But then again, I mean, I used all them pencils. I used at least half of the box. I used at least 30 of them to get that. Anyway, I'll just stop there and call it a day. I think I'll put this on YouTube to show, because I did promise that I would put it on. Anyway, I'll call it a day. And hope I've entertained you again.